New warnings tonight with the Zika virus. Some researchers are going so far as to recommend women hold off becoming pregnant in some cases.
CBS North Carolina's Michael Hyland is breaking down the risks and the new warning from health officials.
Confirmation this week of what many experts thought for a long time. The Zika virus does cause brain damage in some babies.
It is an unprecedented thing. We are not aware of other infections that are spread by mosquitoes that can cause birth defects.
The CDC is still trying to learn more. For now, the agency is only advising women in the U.S. who are already pregnant to avoid travel to places where the outbreak has taken place. But the New York Times reports some researchers want the CDC to go further. Consider advising women in the U.S. to delay getting pregnant in areas where the virus is more common, especially if it spreads to the continental U.S.
Making such a recommendation that women avoid pregnancy would be entirely unprecedented in the United States.
It's important because now we really have to try to protect our population.
Dr. Anthony Kohler is an OBGYN at Wake Med. He's been getting questions from a lot of patients, including some considering getting pregnant, about what the Zika virus means for them.
Even if it's an unintended pregnancy, you have to think ahead. If you're traveling these areas, you probably ought to be on contraception.
He points out people who travel and do become infected need to wait before trying to get pregnant.
You actually have to protect yourself, if you're a female, for 2 months before getting pregnant. 6 months if you're male. It's a big commitment.
And a big question for the government about how much to weigh in on an emotional, personal decision. In Cary, Michael Hyland, CBS North Carolina.
And as of Wednesday, the number of cases in our state has jumped to 9, but officials say all of those have been associated with people who traveled outside of the U.S. to places where the virus is more common.